Welcome to the series where I cast your games. Today we are taking a look at a dangerous man. You may ask, dangerous? Why? Well, let me tell you. Not only is this guy roaming the streets of Platinum Elo with a 70% win rate, but on top of that, he's not like the rest of us. He doesn't rage queue 10 games a day. He only plays 1, maybe 2 ranked games a month. A guy with this kind of self-control is unheard of in League of Legends. And obviously, I'm talking about the Lux here from Red Team, Sol. And I expect 0 misplays from this guy. I expect 0 greed in lane, 0 overstaying to get a cannon minion, because a guy with this much self-control, I expect a pure masterclass when you only play a couple of games a month. So yeah, that's the guy we're talking about today. Lux here from Red Team. It's a pretty calm level 1. Tryndamere was almost caught out in the top lane, but managed to get away. Here's we'll take a look at the mid lane again to see our protagonist for today's episode, Sol. He's going up against a Yasuo. So, I mean, what can we expect from this lane? Obviously, we have a Lux. It's a ranged mid laner. Here we see top lane already finally won. It is a Tryndamere, so 2 lane brawlers in the top lane. But going back to mid lane, Lux versus Yasuo. Obviously, Yasuo want to try, whenever he has his tornado available to him, want to try and dash in with a sweeping play through a couple of minions, and then look for a trade onto the Lux. But whenever he doesn't have his Q available to him, is where you want to try and poke as Lux. So you want to try and keep the wave pushed also, so that Yasuo doesn't have access to these minions that he can dash through and all in you whenever he wants to. So that's how we should see Sol play this lane. Far back, because he is a Lux, he does have enormous range. We're just focusing on taking away the minions, so these kinds of stuff here doesn't happen. Right here isn't the worst trade for him. Just change this up a second, like this. Now it looks better. Okay. See in the bot lane, a good trade for the red team here. I think the brand landed his Pillar of Flame onto the Aphelios. And also a very all-in kind of bot lane for both teams here. With a brand and with a Fred. Thresh lands a death sentence here onto the Xayah, falls the flash, ignites the Xayah. Will she go down? Aphelios flash forward, but Thresh ends up getting the kill. Will he go down? Will be 1-4? No, it is only a 1-0 here for blue team. Thresh almost goes down, but blue team with a great death sentence here from Thresh. They get the first blood onto the red team 80 carry, and it's starting to look good here for this for the blue team here. But once again, on the other side of the map, red team response, it's a gank from Nuno. Very fast clear, always have these level 3 ganks available to him as an option, so they get the return kill on the map 1-1. But again, another great death sentence from Thresh here in the bot lane. That's now 2 death sentences into 2 kills. So great start here for the blue team support, really showing some kind of supportive here in the first 4 minutes. Now we see Nuno here in the mid lane. Can he get another straight gank onto the Yasuo here? Lands the world's biggest snowball, they get the kill. And that's our protagonist, Sol, on the board already. 4 minutes in against the Lux. Yasuo will, or against the Yasuo rather. Yasuo will miss 1.5 wave here, and he gives the kill to his direct lane opponent. I have no idea why the scoreboard isn't updating. Let's see if we take it away, bring it back. Okay, I think we're good now. Yeah, okay, so 1 kill for the red team mid laner here, the red side mid laner, and that's just great, because the faster you can get some gold onto this Lux, get some AP so that you can insta clear these waves, that's just going to make Yasuo useless in lane. So he's gonna have to look for roams. We see here Nuno again looking for a gank in the mid lane. It is a 2 versus 2. Uses the wind wall, so Lux cannot participate in the fight, but ends up being a 0 for 0. No one goes down here in the mid lane. Yasuo pushing in the wave. Gets caught by light binding here. And Nuno is still a forced to flash from Yasuo. Pretty weird that he didn't use it before when he got ganked, but okay, that's how it is. Bot lane, Thresh always looking for these hooks now when the blue team has the advantage. Red team, the red team bot lane also have some great all-in with the Brand. But you see Brand doesn't have his ignite up. He's also down a level here. So there's not really potential for all-in here for red team with the start that they have gotten in the bot lane here. So far blue team, they're pushing in. They can look for a dive here if they land a great hook onto one of the red team members. They land a hook onto Xayah. Will they look for the dive here? No, the ignites misses the flay. Flashes away from the turret that would have taken him down. No one ends up going down here, or maybe Xayah will go down again. Let's see if Phyllis looks to kill Xayah, but she escapes with a slimmer of health. What about Trinity here? Has the level 6 Undying Rage available to him. Cannon Barrage wasn't used by Gangplank here, but it will be a 1-for-1 in the top lane. And at the same time, Nuno is everywhere on this early game presence champion, getting another gank off in the bot lane. That's now a gank in the top lane, the mid lane, and the bot lane. 2 kills, 2 more kills here for the red team, and this even though it was a blue team sub gap, the red team jungler is saying, hey, I'm here to jungle Biff, baby. And that's also how you want to play the Nuno. You see, if we look purely at the jungle matchup, he's down 12 CS, around 3-4 camps. But when you play Nuno, you're looking for these early what was that Cannon Barrage? Try to stop the recall for the red team bot lane here. But okay, back to when you play the Nuno, you're looking for these early game ganks all the time. You want to get especially the bot lane gank, because whenever you get a gank off in the bot lane around level 4, 5, 6 maybe, well, that's when you can take the first Drake. And when you play Nuno, you primarily want to snowball your mid and your bot lane, because you can force these Drakes so easily early game, and you can get an extremely fast soul, because, well, you cannot really smite steal a Nuno because Nuno has the consumer and the smite available to him. So that's around level 9. That's 1800 true damage to an objective that you can just pop like that, right? So if you snowball your bot lane, you can take these Drakes uncontested for free, and you can get a very early soul. As we will maybe see in this game, only 7 minutes in, the first Drake has been taken down. Trinity once again looking for a dive onto Gangplank. Will it be 1-for-1? Will it die? Or will the Undying Rage save it? It will not. It is a 1-for-1 in the top lane. Nuno again in the bot lane. Looks like they will take down Thresh here. No, Thresh plays his way out of the roof from Nuno, but he pops the absolute zero. Aphelios ends up going down. It will be a 1-for-1 here, I think. No. Xayah manages to escape the turret range, but here is Diana. No need to pop the ultimate. It ends up being a 1-for-1. And the game's still pretty close. I mean, even though this Nuno has done a great job ganking so far, it is only a 200 gold lead so far for red team. Kill score only 7-5. And mid lane here looking a bit anonymous at the moment. And it makes sense, because Yasuo, if possible, want to stay in lane and pressure his lane opponent. So obviously when you're playing Lux, first of all you want to focus on your lane before you start roaming. You want to get that AP so that you can clear the wave, and then you can look for roam. So I expect at least maybe after Sol here, our protagonist, he gets his mythic, that he should start to look for more roam, some place on the bot side of the map, probably around the next Drake maybe, but we will see. So far mid lane is just kind of a wave clear fiesta. Bot lane still not looking too good for red side here, but the Xayah is only down 6 CS. Final spark popped onto the Yasuo. Yasuo doesn't have his flash available to him. Uses the sweeping play to get through Nuno, but it looks like he will go down here. Ignites. Yasuo ignites the Nuno for absolutely zero reason, and that's a second kill already for Lux here. 9.5 minutes into the game, he gets his second kill. Looking good again. A great gank from Nuno, just utilizing the fact that Yasuo was way up in lane without any minions that he could dash back to. But In the meantime, the blue team bot lane, they fail another dive in the bot lane, trading 1-for-1. Tryndamere also fails a dive in the top lane. What will happen here in the bot lane? It is a 1-for-1 in the bot lane, and at the same time, Tryndamere, he misplayed heavily top lane, not utilizing his Undying Rage, but who's here again? Nunu. That's 7 out of 10 kills he's been involved in so far. The red team jungler here. A great snipe here from Fearless, takes down the red team support. Kind of spicy game so far. We have 18 kills in 11 minutes. A goal lead only on 400 gold, so it looks like there's still more room for a lot more fighting before this game will snowball to either of the sides. Nunu again focusing on the objectives, as you want to do on Nunu every time you get a gank off somewhere on the map. Is there an objective available that I can take next to the lane that I've just ganked? Well, then I take it, because again, Nunu cannot really be contested on these Drakes. Blue team was looking for a dive. Let's see what happens here to Diana. It's caught in the light binding. Another kill for Lux here. That's a 3-0-0 Lux. Also gets these 300 gold shut down onto Diana. So that should be the mythic next time. Next time Lux goes back. Tryndamere starting to play a bit of proxy behind the turret. As red team is actually looking to shove in the wave here. And now it's Gangplank's turn to try and kill Tryndamere. Doesn't get him under his own turret. Again, Tryndamere just looking to proxy. I think, let's see here, red team, they pops the Herald in the bot lane to get a couple of plays before the plays will go down in a couple of minutes. Yeah, how Tryndamere is playing is that he just wanna... Oh, let's see what happens here. Flashes on top of Tryndamere. Tryndamere then flashes on top of the Gangplank with the Undying Rage available to him. Takes down the Gangplank. At the same time, red team, they take down the dragon and they lose their support. Didn't quite see how. I imagined it was another death sentence probably from Thresh here. But we don't know. However, red team now with a 2 Drake lead onto blue team here, and we still have potential for an early soul. Nunu here for the counter gank. Blue team, they were looking for the dive. Xayah will take down the Thresh even though he is ignited. Nunu with the absolute 0 on top of Fearless will also take him down, and that's a 2-for-0 red team here. Another great counter gank for the Nunu here, just knowing that okay, blue team, they will look for a dive because Brand was dead. So it's a 2 again, a 2 versus 1 in the bot lane. Therefore, I wait in the tri-push, I wait for the dives to start, and I counter. Very great play by Nunu here. Will maybe go down to Yasuo. Let's see, is ignited. Yasuo is then exhausted, flashes away from the light binding. Also jukes the final spark, but here is Brand. Misses his pillar of flame, but ends up taking him down anyways without having to use the ignite. Yasuo going on a bit of a field trip, looking like the usual solo queue Yasuo, if I may say so myself. It is the 0-10 power spike we're looking for in this game. Xayah overstepping to get the first turret of the game here. Does get all the plates though. Is it worth? I mean, it's debatable. Obviously, depends on how much blue team will get in return here. But gets the first turret of the game, gets all the plates. Lux here flashes away from Diana, but still has a Moonfall available to her, which she hit the Q. She does also gets a 300 gold shot down onto the Lux. But what about Nunu here? Does has his mythic. That is a lot of burn damage. Will use the absolute 0 also? No, he will not. And Diana manages to flash away. At the same time, bot lane looking for another dive onto the red team support here. And they will also trade the turret back, which, I mean, then I don't really think it was worth to die for the tier 1 as Xayah did before, because they traded the turret back. But then again, she did get a lot of plates here. Goal lead starting to spiral a bit in the good way here for red team. It is a 2k gold lead. What's probably not so good is that you have a lot of gold on your jungler playing Nunu, which is great in the early to mid game, but the later the game goes, the lesser impact a Nunu will have. A 1-for-1 here in the top lane. Tryndamere already starting to look very strong. Also has a 30 minion gold lead, 5 kills. So this could very easily be a Tryndamere masterclass 5 or 10 minutes more into this game, because he's already starting to look uncontrollable. And yeah, blue team, they took down the bot lane turret, so obviously you swap your bot lane into this mid lane now, because that's where you want to pressure the next turret. You don't just want to have your bot lane pushing up bot lane to the next turret, because then they will 100% get ganked and they will just die. So you swap your bot lane into the mid lane, as both team has done here. Both tier 1 bot lane turrets is down. Let's see if Thresh will go down here. It's a bit of split focus. Aphelios goes down, Thresh will also go down. So once again a great gank from Nunu. Gets 2 kills here, 1 for himself and just an assist on the other. No of the blue team bot laners used their flash. I don't think that any of them had their flashes on cooldown, and I think they could probably both have escaped. But okay. Xayah finds a root with her Blade Caller. Kind of weird that no one flashed away, but okay. It's only 2 kills. Red team, they do not pressure the mid lane turret, so I expect the next play to be around this next Drake spawning in a couple of minutes here. We reached the time in the game, or the point in the game, where blue team, they are kind of feeling a bit forced to contest this Drake. Doesn't look like they will, because Gangplank is in a very tight spot and red team has a great positional advantage here. Final Spark does hit a couple of members here of the blue team. Thresh flashes forward, lands the death sentence onto Xayah. She flashes away, that's a snowball onto Thresh. Thresh goes down. And what about the Moonfall here? Takes down a member. It's a 2 for 2 so far. Nunu pops the stopwatch that he had, but here is Tryndamere. Oh, that's not great. Pops the Undying Rage. Will it take down Aphelios? Will. It is a 3 for 2 so far. Here is Nunu again. Back in. Is hits the... Wow, Gangplank is hit with the Light Binding. That's a 4 for 2, I think, for the red team here. Will they also take down the Yasuo, or will it be the 0-10 Power Spike? No, it will not. It is a ace for red team here. They take down all 5 members of blue team. They will also take the Drake, and that's Soul Point, baby. With a Hextech Drake Soul, potentially, if they get the next Drake. I mean, that's great for red team here. Gold lead also 5k right now. Tryndamere just invading here, taking away the red buff. Knows that the blue team has just spawned, so he has the time to take the red buff and escape again afterwards. Will Luxol, our protagonist here, also take down the mid lane turret? Doesn't look like he will. Should probably recall. I expect him to have a lot of gold on himself right now. Could also look to upgrade his seal to the, or not the seal, but could look to buy the Magias here. Already has 8 stacks, but refuses to recall instead. Here's an Aphelios fresh from spawn, flashes on top of him, takes him down. And that's why when you just want a major team fight, you've taken the objective that you want to, well then you recall, because you have to spend the gold that you've just gotten. Otherwise, the gold lead is not manifested as long as you have the gold in your pocket. Whenever you go, you recall and you use the gold that you just earned. Well, that's where the gold lead actually matters. But Lux refuses to do so here. Ends up being sent back. Loses a lot of stacks on the Dark Seal, which probably makes it so that he decides, okay, I'm not going for Magias here. Could have been a play though. The only real way that blue team has to get on top of this. Oh, let's see what happens here with Xayah. Refuses to use the Feather Store before it's too late. Ends up going down, and here is Nunu in the middle of 4 members. A great absolute zero. Will take down Diana. He will not. So Nunu gets no kills. Oh, and he ends up going down. That's a shutdown. What about Brain here? Will also go down. Oh, Brain gets 2 kills at least. But kind of rough play here. Nunu gives up his 500 gold shutdown. And not the greatest of plays here for Red Team. All starting off with... Oh wow, great snipe from Lux here with the final spark. Gets a free kill onto Diana, and there's also a 150 gold shutdown. Now flashes on top of Aphelios. That was revenge. I mean, that's the Sol self-control coming out, right? He died before to the Aphelios. Aphelios flashed on top of him, so he knows, okay, I played it safe. I know I have my flash available to him before he has, and I will do the same to him. Flashes towards the Aphelios, lands the light binding, and that's a kill. And has actually upgraded to the Magias now also. He got the kill onto Aphelios, said it was probably my plan to upgrade to Magias before. Then I lost some stacks. Well, you just gave me the stacks back, so I upgrade once again. And what you can do as Nunu, I'm actually pretty surprised that this Nunu player knows it, because not many Nunu players knows it. You can solo Baron at level 20, or not at level 20, at the 20 minute mark, all by yourself. Does peel off it though, because the attention is up here for both teams right now. But if let's say both teams were fighting around Drake right now, well, then you can, as Nunu, just go top and take the Baron yourself. You have great sustain with your Q you consume. So yeah, you sustain and you deal a lot of damage also with your Q, because it deals true damage to minions and monsters. A bit of an ARAM going down here in the mid lane at the moment. Again, you see on your minimap Nunu, he's trying to solo the Baron, which he can, as long as the rest of the team keeps up the pressure that they are doing right now in the mid lane. So again, you don't really take damage as Nunu, because all the damage you take, you heal up again with your Q. And we have three members of the blue team here in the bot side of the map, so it looks like they have no idea what is actually going on here. Ooh, Lux caught out though, but at the same time they take out the Baron, so Lux trade her own life. They will also trade the Dragon, I think, for this Baron buff. Or maybe not. Maybe not actually. Let's see if blue team, they decide to rush the Drake here. I think it will be a 4 against 4, because Gangplank is also not here, but so isn't the rest of the red team. What about Trinity here? Pops his Undying Rage, takes down the Aphelios. They also take down Diana here. That's 2 for 0 for red team. That should probably be an ace here later. 3 for 0 so far. They will also get the Drake. They will get the Dragon Soul also. What about Sai here? Flashes on top of the Gangplank. That's a very weird play, but gets a kill with the Blade Caller. And will Yasuo escape here? Let's see. I think someone is trying to catch him. Yep, that's here's Tryndamere. So that's a clean ace for red team here. They also get the Drake Soul. And this game should deal 1 now. It's an 8k gold lead. Clean ace. Hextech Dragon Soul. I mean, I don't really see a way back here for blue team. There is always the potential of a 4-5 or 3-4-5 man Moonfall into the last breath from Yasuo, but a 0-6 in Yasuo with 1.5 item 24 minutes into the game, I don't really think it will do much. But a flash Moonfall takes down 2 members. I also think they will take down Trinity here. Maybe not, but a great flash play from Diana here, and that is pretty much their only win condition at this point in the game. It has to be a great Moonfall from Diana into a wombo with some of the other members, with the Cannon Barrage on top of it, with the last breath. Lux once again overstays a bit. Was looking for the tier 2 turret, also got it. So he gets the local goal, but it again just gives his own life. What you can say is that he didn't have the Baron buff, so it's really not that important. But obviously it takes a lot of momentum away from the red team. When you get the Baron buff, you want to group. or at least you want to group 4 members and have your Tryndamere split pushing, and just taking down all the outer turrets, maybe a couple of inhib turrets as well, because you can definitely look for turret dives with the Nunu. We see him doing a bit of Tokyo Drift here, but Yasuo also using his sweeping blade to get over the wall here. Brand flashing forward to take down the Yasuo will not happen though, because in comes Diana, takes him down with the Moonfall. And that's 10 kills onto the blue team jungler right now. And it has really been a jungle focused game for both teams here. We see on the red time pretty much a flawless game so far by Nunu. 5-1 and 17. Been in 22 or 32 kills. Really good kill participation stats. And on the other side we have Diana, been in 14 kills of 24, has 10 kills of her own. I mean, and is the only win condition so far for blue team. So maybe not. It hasn't been a jungle diff game after all. It has just been 2 really good junglers going up against each other so far. But yeah, we see what a Tryndamere can do now. He can force 2 or 3 members to come and respond to him pushing a top lane wave, and he could just use his sweeping blade to get away from anyone trying to kill him. Let's see what happens here with Yasuo. He's hit by the final spark into the world's biggest snowball. Will also go down to Nunu here. Yasuo getting closer to that 0 and 10 power spike, but so far just ending pretty much. Oh, Tryndamere actually uses the spinning blade, the sweeping blade forward, forces the Sonya's, but will go down, and that's 1k gold onto the blue team ADC here. Also the 10 kills now. Has caught up in CS. Actually has the 8 CS lead onto Xayah. Pops in Moonlight Vigil. Gets some CC away. Wow, Nunu actually flashes in front of the in front of Lux to save her. Wow, that's a support jungler if I've ever seen one. Even flashes in front of his mid laner with 25 Medjaya stacks. He still flashes. I would never have done that. That's all I'm saying. But that's a kind of Titanic moment if I've ever seen one. Pure love at first sight there from Nunu to Lux. No one ends up going down. Wow. But okay, blue team here, they have decent wave clear with a Gangplank. They have the Diana with his Q also. Let's see if Brand will probably go down again. Yeah. Okay, and that's a Feather Storm into Blade Caller that really does a lot of damage. 1-for-1 here. Red team, you should probably look for the next Baron here that's about to spawn, because you've already taken down all the outer turrets. Now you want the Baron buff so you can at least pressure 1 or 2 inhib turrets with the stronger minions that you will get. But see here, it looks like Diana, she will try and contest. Also red team hasn't started the Baron yet, is caught out here with the Vision Cone. Final spark just to chunk them low. At this point in the game it is a level 16 Lux, so the final spark will have a very short cooldown. But it looks like he is maybe caught out here again. Lands the final spark onto the jungle here for blue team again, but at the same time red team, they take down in the Baron. And Lux kind of playing his own game here with the second snipe on the game onto the red or the blue team jungler, I should rather say. I mean, Salt's kind of playing his own game here, but actually doing a pretty good job. That's the second snipe he's gotten so far, and this should also mean that his team will get the wow, why have I already forgotten what it's called? But the very strong dragon here. Yeah, I have, bro. I don't know why I've forgotten this. It's not the Great Soul. It's the yeah, I don't know, man. But they will take it. They will get the dragon here and the what the hell? The Elder Dragon. That's how it is. Holy moly! They take down the Elder Dragon. They get also 3 kills here. They only lose their support and the top laner. So it's a 3 for 2 and they get the Elder Drake. Nuno can't just tank the turret here. And they will take it down very slowly because there's no minions. But nevertheless, they will take it down. And it should be at least one inhib here. Should also take down the top inhib whenever the minions come. But it looks like they will just look for an end here. 3 versus 2. But Yasuo about to spawn here. The Elder Drake buff takes down Thresh. Xayah gets a kill. They will take down the first Nexus turret. Will they also take down the second? Nuno wants to look, but the rest of the team says no, we have to back off now. Takes the Hextech portal away from the spawn. Aphilas looking for the Moonlight Vigil once again. Ooh, a 1-for-1. Xayah actually almost getting the return kills. Oh, she did get the return kill herself with the soul probably. Yasuo goes down once again. Unfortunately for blue team, he still hasn't reached his 0 and 10 power spike. It is only a 0 and 9 Yasuo so far. So maybe we're just around the corner, but the second Nexus turret goes down. Nuno here is looking for the Diana. Moonfall is popped. Will he go down to Thresh? It looks like it. She goes down. Diana dies after the game has ended. Look kind of weird, but okay. Red team here, they get a victory. We have our main protagonist, Sol. The Lux from the red team here ending with a score of 0, or not 0, 7, 4, and 10. Actually playing a pretty decent game. Not so much a team player that you would probably have expected, but I mean, pretty self-controlled, I would say, from the intro that we gave to this guy. So yeah, thank you so much for letting me cast your game, and remember, if you want me to cast your games, feel free to comment your summoner name in the comments, and yeah, until next time, see ya.